Well, there you go folks, 4 bunk beds, that's all I need. Lovely walk-in shower, big wet room. And a kitchen. Table chairs, TV, books, magazines, tea, sugar, coffee, kettle, cups and glasses, plates, and this is you get cereal, Quaker Oats, obviously microwave, then in fridge she actually leaves you orange juice, milk, butter and bread. All the utensils down there that you could possibly need. Radio. I'll just give you a little look outside. That's where I'm staying, that little place. And if you need more space, that's one as well. I think that sleeps 10. Table and chairs down there. Look at the house. That's just a gatehouse, is that? That's not to do with castle. Beautiful gardens. What more could you ask for? Cracking.
Shut up and sit down.
Good morning people, how are you all diddling? Oh, what a cracking morning. It's going to be a warm one, way warmer than yesterday. Anyway, I'm shooting out for a little trundle. I'm having a ride out of Pony Bridge, along Ullswater, over to Windermere, round Windermere, back along opposite side. Huge speed bump. Yeah, I've been stood outside my little converted Apple store talking to Ian, the guy who owns the place, well, him and his wife, and I was absolutely melting. So warm. There's going to be all country lanes and hills for this ride. Anyway, I was saying that, yeah, I was so bloody warm, so it's so nice to get on bike and feel that breeze. Oh. I'm going to be stopping every now and again to take photographs, I should imagine. Well, I got here yesterday and I sat down outside in the sun with my notebooks and my books and my laptop and everything else. And do you know what? Just that few hours sat there has resolved 95% of all the problems in my George Dragon script. I'd forgotten all my problems, no distractions, just sat in the sun listening to bird song. No traffic noise, nothing. My mind cleared and the problems just got sorted. They're just in rough draft in a writing book at the moment. You know, I've not typed anything up yet, but that's irrelevant. The main thing is that they are sorted, and you can get off your little shit. Look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? The lakes, mountains over there. I so wish I could live around here. But I've got two choices. I'd either have to do a multi-million-pound deal with a production company for one of my scripts, or win lottery. And neither is highly likely. I'll tell you what is really, really good about staying in somewhere other than a tent, which is what I normally do. You know, technically what I'm in now is a B&B. Although they don't cook your breakfast for you, it's self-catering. All the food's there for you, just help yourself, which is cracking. Yeah, main difference between, well, not main difference, there's loads of differences, but what I like is the fact that I've got electricity to charge all my gadgets, my cameras and everything else, my phones, and you know, it's really, really good. So I can do stuff like this. You know, yesterday I used most of my most of the power on this camera that I'm on now. Yeah, I had about 20% left. I got here, charged it up, voila, full battery again. I was going to bring my tripod, but I couldn't carry it on bike, so I wanted to strap it to my back or something, which I didn't fancy. It's a temporary bridge to replace the one that got washed away. The world famous boathouse. Well, it had to be done. Photographic boathouse. One of the most photographed structures in Lake District. Probably. Still only early, but by heck is it warm. There's something about mountains and big hills and peaks. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't get affected by it. It's a primal thing. I genuinely believe that it is primal. It's ingrained. It's in our DNA to be affected by mountains and hills. Probably harking back to when we were hunter-gatherers or at war with other tribes, when we had to get highest ground, look for shelter, and mountains and hills naturally offered both of those. I do think that's what it is. Or it could be that we're just gobsmacked by the majestic, awe-inspiring grandeur of what the earth can offer, of the environment, of nature, some might say of God's creation. Either way, the Lake District is bloody amazing. And roads are great as well, when you're not stuck behind traffic, of course. But roads like this, you don't want to be bombing it anyway, do you? Because you just miss so much stuff. Probably one of my favourite campsites of all time is here at Ullswater. It's small, basic facilities, but what do you expect when you're camping? And it's right on lake's edge, on far side of lake, not this side. Spent many a happy camping trip there when I was younger and fitter, and to climb up top of those mountains, or hills, don't know if they qualify as mountains yet. How can that change? No idea. Right, speak to you in a bit, folks. Hello again, people. Just had a wander, took some photographs. Bye, it's warm. On down to Windermere. Going over at top. Kirkstone Pass, is it? Yeah, I'm going to go to Windermere and get some lunch there. Or brunch. Depending what time it is. I wish I'd have brought my I wish I had a decent telephoto lens. I'd have definitely brought that if I'd have had a decent one. I've got one, but it's a bit shit.
Shut up and sit down.